Hello and welcome to White Glove Reviews. In this video, we're going to take a look at a rather unusual Swiss Army knife. And up until not too long ago, it was a Swiss Army knife I didn't actually know existed. This is the Victorinox Duke of Edinburgh pocket tool. And when I saw this, I had to track one down. I thought it was a weird sounding knife and I just needed to take a look at it. So, well, let's open this up and take a look at it. So, when I was looking for this knife, I did a little bit of research. And I didn't do a lot of research on the actual Duke of Edinburgh award, prize, contest, charity thing. I was kind of confused what it was. But it seemed like it was a kids' activity organization that was somehow related to charity. And looked like it had a lot of advertising related to it, but maybe the advertising was charity-based where, you know, they donate $1 million and they get to have their shoes recommended or something. I have no idea. But it seemed like an interesting kind of... It almost had like a Boy/Girl Scouts feel to it, but not the big organization. More of... Anyway, if somebody knows in detail about the whole Duke of Edinburgh award thing, let me know in the comments, because I'm kind of curious. I looked at their page, and it looked like it was like outdoor type activities and that kind of thing, which seemed like it was good, and it seemed like it was a charity, which also seemed like it was good. But the web page was a little weird. So anyway, this knife was made for that. And this knife has a number of kind of weird things about it. One is it's very similar to a Victorinox Compact. It's kind of like the Victorinox Compact meets the Tinker. And what I mean is it has the combo tool like you'd expect on a Compact. I got one out. So this is a Compact and this is a Tinker. Let me zoom out. Alright. So I got a Compact and a Tinker, and this is the Duke of Edinburgh knife. So you have the combo tool like you get with the Compact. You have scissors, which you also get with the Compact. You have the hook. You have the hook and the little nail file thing, the multi-purpose hook. And the nail file you get with the Compact. Now you get the Phillips head screwdriver like you do with a Tinker. This also has, I was kind of disappointed about this in that this has normal scales instead of plus scales, and I would have liked to have seen the pin added to it, but that's just me. Now the weird thing about this knife is this. In addition to being similar to the Tinker and the Compact, it's also similar to one of my first Victorinox knives. And it's super weird. This part confused me more than anything else about the knife and the whole award. Because it looked like from the award that it was targeted at older kids like 13 and older. And I didn't know, I didn't get why you would want a blunt tip knife for that age range. And actually, looking at this, the blade shape is a lot different. Let me, I grabbed one of these just so I could look at it. This is a Victorinox, my first Victorinox. This is my first Victorinox Plus knife, because it has a combi tool and it has a saw on it, so it's actually kind of close to this one. But one thing that I just noticed here is the blades are they have a distinctly different shape. My first Victorinox is more rounded down here, and this has a straighter blade. I wonder if there's... That's weird. Let's compare. Okay, so looking at the blades, I guess it looks like this one is closer to this one. These two are closer. Now, the Duke of Edinburgh knife has one thing going for it, which is as far as I know, from what I could find out, unique. And it's the only 91mm Victorinox knife that has a rounded tip to it, a rounded point on the blade. Because my first Victorinox ones are all 84mm, so they're the smaller versions. But it's kind of interesting. I don't know about. I didn't understand enough about the age range for the knife to figure out if this is reasonable. And I only know a tiny bit about the UK knife laws, so that might also further complicate things. I don't know if there's some kind of age-related issue with the law and why this would be this way. I'm a little. I find the whole rounded knife thing, the rounded knife point, just kind of weird. Maybe this is just me, but I'm much less comfortable with a rounded point knife blade than I am with one that actually has a point to it. And for me, the reason why I feel this way is with the pointed knife blades, you know where the edge is. Like, you know that it has a point, the edge starts at the point and runs back. With this one, with the Duke of Edinburgh knife, and with my first Victorinox knife, the edges are in weird places. Like, let me, I'll kind of use this to illustrate. So if you look really carefully, the edge starts right there. Like, that's where the edge starts on this one. Because I'm trying to get it so you can sort of see it in the camera. But the edge starts right there on this one. And the edge starts right there on this one. And so it just, I don't know. I don't fully understand how this is that much safer than this. I mean, the only thing I can think of is if you fall down, you're less likely to be impaled by one of these. But the problem is, if you fall directly on one of these, it's probably still going to go in anyway. Because, I mean, it's a small enough area, and if you're falling with enough force, it would kind of, it's kind of getting stabbed with a roughly blunt, thin object. And so, I don't know. But it's an interesting knife, and I thought the concept of the knife is really kind of neat, because what you get, and I would like to see this knife as a regular knife with like plus scales. Anyway, let me know what you think. Think this is a good idea? A weird idea? I'm not really sure. It's an interesting knife though, and surprisingly inconvenient to get. There were a number of places that would not sell one to the United States. It was listed as like there are selling limitations to the knife, so it took a little hunting to track one down. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Good knife, bad knife, just kind of weird. And if you have any information about why the age range of the Duke of Edinburgh thing seemed to be higher than would merit a knife with not a tip on it, let me know in the comments. I'll include a link in the description for this and for all the other stuff I talked about. And anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I hope y'all have an excellent day.